Hey everybody, thanks for being here. Eugene's rolling on the channel today. Slapping a bump, and here we go. Gene pulls guard. He's trying to get underneath my center of gravity. He's trying to get one of my legs, trying to get between my legs with one of his, if he can. He has a grip on my right foot, my right calf with his arm here, his hand, his left hand. Again, with kind of with the video with Alex, I'm keeping my knees pointed in the direction I want my force to be able to go, and I'm keeping on the outside of the ball so that Gene can't get underneath me. I'm also keeping weight on this foot. He has a grip with his right hand right here, as you can see, and I'm keeping weight on that leg and on that foot so that he can't scoop underneath it to attack my ankle. So now I'm just monitoring his legs. I'm not trying to force his legs anywhere. I'm just keeping a connection with them and moving the rest of me around those connection points towards a better position. You can see how changing my angle negates Gene's ability to knock me over sometimes. But he did knock me over that time. So again, I'm kind of creeping up my sticky points in the direction where I want to go, and just changing directions constantly. And so rather than trying to go around, now I'm slowing it down a little bit and really feeling where I can apply pressure slowly. Sometimes, if you can't get around someone has a really dynamic guard, Gene's moving around he's very flexible and athletic, so it's hard to get around his guard sometimes. So going a little slower actually is advantageous to kind of seal those gaps to try to not let the other person recover using the pressure. So we got a little bit of a reversal of positions. Keeping my knee in here. I'm usually thinking about carving my knee up underneath my partners into their ribs, up towards my own chest and in between the ribs if I can. I'm not so much worried about the lower part of my leg until earlier or later, if that makes sense. So a bunch of stuff just happened right here. So Gene knows what he's doing, so I threw a bunch of stuff at him right here really fast. So he's creeping up. So first I'm going to put pressure on the back of his head with my tricep, and my lat is connected to my arm right here. So this is going to drive his head down. This is threatening the buggy choke, so he's going to feel that. And then once he turns out of that, I'm going to switch to the other side of his head and threaten sort of a grape squisher. So as we'll see, now we're here. Now, if he were to try to slide away from this arm back this way, with his arm caught between us, I could lock up sort of a rear naked grip on his head. I did it in one of the previous videos, I forget which one, but and that would be it's a very uncomfortable position. I think maybe Alex, the previous video with Alex, I got that, but he feels that and defends against it, so great job, Gene. Just creeping, still got in half guard, and he jumped over, but I used that little opportunity to change my angle slightly and to slide my knee up. So a nice simple little motion, and there it is. Knee comes up, and we've got a full butterfly. Ryan left his shirt, and so little special maneuver to get it out of the way. Don't wanna sweat all over Ryan's new gear. So Gene defends against the triangle. So you'll notice I'm keeping my myself attached, myself connected to the ground here a lot of times as Gene's trying to pass my guard. And I'll switch between being connected and being disconnected from the ground. If I need to follow Gene, then I need to be disconnected, but if I want to not allow him to pass, then I might need to be connected. It depends on what the situation is. Nice step over into mount from Gene. So right here again, I'm keeping pressure on the back of his head if I can. Keeping my elbows in here. And now what I'll be doing is just keeping my weight trying to, between his legs. And so I'm going to like kind of hip escape this way, like that. And then another hip escape is going to get my knee in here. My knee and my elbow. And now I can just move him a little bit. And now we got the guard back and spin around a little bit. So now I'm going to try to stay sticky here. It changes the angle. You can notice how cutting the angle makes it a lot easier to maintain. So right there was when I was disconnected from the ground. So I allowed Gene to carry me, and I just followed him into my own guard. I'm just, showing triangles and things. Keep my legs between us. I think they were coming up on the end of the round there, and yeah, that's the end of the round. Thanks to Gene for being on the channel. Thanks for watching. Check out the Radical store. Like, subscribe, hit the bell, and of course, come down and train.
Welcome to the dungeon.